Hi everybody, welcome back to Bring Life Indoors. It's Moira here. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're doing well and having yourself a beautiful day. I've already started. I've got a few plant chores I need to do, and while I was busy at it, really I just started. This is the first plant. I thought, why not set up my camera and do this together with you, right? I've got a few planty things I need to do. Now, I got this plant from my sister-in-law. I think it's a year or 2 years ago, and it's a beautiful plant. I love it. And it's an areca bamboo palm. It was a full pot of this. And over time, I kept on losing one stem after the other, and I knew I needed to do something about it, but I didn't. It's either I didn't have time, and when I did have time, I didn't feel like it. Do you ever feel like that? You know, when you do have time, you don't feel like it. You feel like doing something else, or nothing at all. I've got a busy lifestyle. Trust me, very busy lifestyle. But now I'm doing it now, and I'm sad to say I'm left with 3 stems, and I'm hoping that it will be able to grow back to its former glory. And yeah, so we're resizing this from this big mama. We're gonna put it in this if it fits, this small pot. So yeah, it happens. So here's an advice from me to you. Attend to your plants sooner than later. If you are able to, do it sooner than later. Trust me, you'll thank yourself for it. You will thank yourself for it. But obviously, it's not always that one is able to do all of these things, you know. There's more. It doesn't. I knew the height would be a problem, so I need to find this is a bit shallow. I need to find something deeper. So I'm gonna go and find something deeper to use. Alrighty, how about this? Yeah, there's a bit of a size difference there. Okay, let's hope for the best because I don't have anything else. Okay. The roots are like, if I can manage to make them sit in there. See? So let's see. I should have done this long time ago and I didn't. I don't have anything deeper than this right now. So I'm actually forcing it to be okay in here to work. Okay. So here's my advice. If you see, and I try to follow this advice I'm giving you. Usually when I see that something needs attention, I do my best to attend to it sooner, because I know later, later comes with a few regrets. Can I put it that way? Later comes with a few regrets many times. So here's a word of advice from me to you. Try to attend to what needs attention sooner than later. There we go, done. And imagine if I did this earlier, I'll have a fuller pot than what I have right now. But hey, this will have to do, right? I don't know. I hope you can see. Obviously, it's a bit shallow. We'll sort that out later. Let's not stress about that now. I might have to still see if I have a pot, but maybe, yeah. All right, let's leave that for now. Another plant which I want to attend to is this Alocasia. I thought I lost this plant. It started losing leaves, you know, and things like that. And I moved it from where it was to my bathroom, where then it received brighter light than where it was. And obviously humidity, because obviously we bath there and shower there twice a day. And I've got one big window and one small window. So I've got a good amount of light, sunlight going in there. So it's beautiful. Yeah. And why did I think I lost it? The main leaf that the new leaf should shoot out of, if I make sense, rotted right in the middle leaf, the main leaf, it rotted, not these outside ones, the main one. And I knew it's because the soil, I never changed this soil ever since I bought this plant. And it's something I knew I needed to do, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Reason number one was I wanted it to adjust to my environment first, and then winter came in, and then, you know, and all of that, you know. But then, and that's a while ago, that's like, it's not this winter. It's the last winter. It's not this winter. So the soil takes long to dry out. Not a fan of it. So, and I think the reason the middle one rotted, it was due to that. You know, it was due to that. And I'll have those issues. The last winter before this one, that was an issue I had, but then I didn't get that. It didn't rot. But obviously the soil would take so long to dry out. But in the summer, it's okay. It wouldn't take as long. But then I decided, you know what, let's, you know, and I'm happy to see that the roots are healthy. There's no issues. I thought I'll be greeted with root rot. To my surprise, no, I'm not greeted with root rot actually. Just healthy roots and a lot of combs. You see, I'm gonna plant these. Yeah, I'm gonna plant those. And that's what I'm greeted with, and what a beauty to be greeted with. You know, I really thought I'm gonna be greeted with root rot, and obviously that's not the case. So, but we're still gonna give this plant a chunkier soil that drains you know, that, what you call it, what's the word now? You know, I'm losing the word. Do I use the same pot? Is this advisable? Is it advisable to use the same pot, or can I go smaller? You know, this would be smaller. Maybe I should go smaller. I don't know. Okay, let's use the same pot. It's not that big. It's a lot of roots. Is it a lot of roots? Yeah, let's use the same pot. A well-draining soil, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna give it a well-draining soil compared to what it was sitting in, and hope for the best. And it needs water as it is. It's droopy. I don't know, is this pot too big? I hope not. Okay, plant number 2 done, though the other one I'm still skeptical with the pot. But there we go. I'm going to water this. It needs water. Okay, I'm happy with this. I am happy with this. I am happy with this. In the nursery, all of this is okay. This soil that I'm using at the nursery, for the nursery, it works simply because, you know what? Let me water as I go. Okay. I'm gonna water as I go. I'm just gonna grab a basin and a watering can. Alrighty, I'm gonna water as I go. It will make my life easier. That when I'm done, right? And I just need to grab a watering can. Yes, Jonathan.
Can you speak myself?
Yes, you can. I'm with my son Jonathan here. He wants to make himself an Oreo cake. It's one of his favorite things to do. And I'm sure. Okay. So I'm just gonna water it as I go. So yeah, I'm just gonna water it as I go. So I've just given it water. I'm gonna let it, I don't know if you can see this. Basically, see what I mean? So while I do the next one, by the time I finish the next one, this would have drained and then I can put it away. I think that will make things quicker. I've got these cones, so I must remember to plant these. Okay, so next, we finished our Alocasia. There's another one which is far from me that I want to get. Is this Dracaena. Okay. Again, another plant I brought home a while ago. Probably about a year and a half ago. A while ago. I don't even remember, honestly. I might even be wrong to say a year. It might be even longer. My husband bought me this plant and I never took it out of its soil. And look at that. How beautiful is that? So look at those roots. It's one of the plants I've been looking at and say, you know what, I need to make time and give it fresh new soil. You know, it doesn't give me issues, to be honest. I just don't like this kind of soil. I want to give it something that's a bit more like, you know, a bit chunky. So I'm going to try and loosen the soil without damaging the roots much. Don't know how possible that is. I might have to wet this one. I might have to let it sit in water. It might be easier. Because I feel like I'm breaking roots. Alrighty, we're gonna let it sit in water. Look at that. This is beautiful, eh? Alrighty, so I have loosened the roots using water, and that helps. It helps a great deal. That way you don't damage your roots, you know, and things like that. They don't break. I'm gonna use the same size pot which it was sitting in. I don't know. Yeah, let's see. If I don't think I need to upsize it. Okay, I might have to upsize. Okay, this is a bit small. All right, let's get one size bigger than that. And yeah. Alrighty, I found this one. I hope it's not too big. The others are too big. Let's just see. Oh, it's perfect actually. It's perfect size. Alrighty, it's gonna be happy in here. It's got room for those roots to continue to grow. Oh, we're doing well. We're doing well so far. Doing well so far. It's a bit on the, I don't like it when I feel the plant is not in the middle, but I'm not gonna stress about that. I think it's not bad. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna give it water, just one more sip, just one sip. I know I did let water run through the roots. You see now this one is done draining, so we put it into its pot here. And now I'm gonna give this one a sip. I'm gonna give this one a sip. Just a sip, not too much because we've already soaked the roots. There we go. Nice. Okay, 3 down and 2 more to go. Here's another plant. Maybe I should leave this one for last. Umbellata. Oh, let's just do it. It dries up so quickly. Let's just, okay, my husband bought me this plant and this one. You know, I'm hoping it grows. It continues to give me new growth, but once it dries up and you don't check it, it doesn't like to dry up. You just lose its leaves. Doesn't like to dry up for too long. And to think I wanted to put it in a terracotta pot, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think that it will appreciate a terracotta pot. Letting it dry out in between waterings is okay. It's good for it, but don't leave it for too long. Don't let it doesn't, I don't think it handles drought well. So I do let it dry out in between waterings. And once I know it's time to give it water, I give it water. Only when it's dry. You know what I mean? It's so long. It's so tall. We get in there. We get in there, slowly but surely. I'm trying to be as gentle as I can. Okay. Okay, I've removed most of it. I'm not going to stress about all of it. And let's take this away. And we're going to keep the same pot again for it. We're not changing the pot. Still okay. Not changing the pot, and there we go. Nice, eh? The steak, I'm gonna leave it in there. Hopefully it can still do the job. Sorry. It was also thirsty. I left it knowing I'm going to repot it, so I'm gonna now give it a good drink. Don't lean. Don't want you to lean. I want you to stand up straight. You know what I mean? Okay. This is just to stake it up and to keep it straight. It's got two stems growing in one pot. I like them together. I'm not going to separate them. Just tie them up nicely. There you go. And bring it down. I love this plant. I really do. Okay. Now we're gonna give it a good drink. There we go. This one has already drunk. I need to find a place to put it. I'm gonna use trays for now. They are going into baskets, but until then, until I'm done here, let's put it on a tray. That if it drips some more, oop, this one I'm gonna have to put it down to water it down because it's too tall. I'll break it otherwise. Let's get water. Give it a thorough drink, right? Just want to make sure we are not leaning. Don't want it to lean. Don't want you to lean. Please don't lean. Give it a thorough drink. This way, when I'm busy with another one, this one will be draining up all the excess water, draining out all the excess water. Then I can put it in its basket, or catch pot. Can you hear that? Yeah, that's what we want to hear. That's exactly what we want to hear. Love the sound, love the sound. I'm just going to move it to the side. Just top it up a bit. Alrighty. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 done. And one more to go and I will be done. Oh, I've got this anthurium, you know, which I also want to change it up. Oh, I did it on my mat. You know, I've been doing such a great job in the sense that I've been using this gray dish to do the unpotting into, to throw the soil away nicely, and I did it on my mat. So, yeah, there was never a plan. The plan was to you know, remove the soil into there when you do the unpotting. When you unpot the plant, I wanted to do it in the dish and then throw out the soil and work on this mat. Now I've got this mat covered with soil. Total opposite of what I wanted. But anyway, and right at the end, I've been doing it right until now. Now you can see, this is what I don't like about this soil. It holds on to moisture for a long time, and then it takes a while to dry, and then you deal with root rot. I've lost a good, more than half of the roots of this plant, more than half. So we're going from such a big pot to a small pot now, you know. That's why I don't like this soil. Like I say, it works at the nursery shop. It works just fine, but not for our homes, for many of our homes. Let me not say everybody's home. I'm sure some people's homes are different maybe, But as for mine, my plants prefer a well-draining soil, and they do well in a well-draining soil. Unless if it's a plant that loves to sit, like my peace lilies and all. Though even with my peace lilies, I use the same soil, and they love it. They really do. They love it. So yeah, there we go. So we're gonna downsize this. Can you believe it? Now I don't have a place to work because I do it the other way. I did it the other way around. Okay. I don't know if this is too small. Let's just see. No, it's not. It's perfect. It's not too small. You don't want to go too big. It might be too small. Come on, you did get in there. What happened? You were in there? Or was I seeing things? Yeah, there you go. You're in there. Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever feel a little bit like you're breaking roots? Well, I broke a few. So, okay. So I'm going to swell it like so. Put it in there and swell it. Hopefully. It's a gentler process, I think, according to me. Yay, there we go. And now, I'm gonna top it up. Okay. Sometimes I feel like nurseries plant use too big of a pot for a plant, and I'm sure they do that. I might be wrong, and that way they can sell them at a higher price. But then you realize, does not necessary still. Yeah, it could do with a smaller pot. I don't know. There's certain plants I've bought, and when I get home, immediately I repot them to change the soil. I do that sometimes. And then you realize, oh, no man, the root ball is still small and too small for this pot, and one downsizes the pot. There you go. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. So we're gonna water this also. It was actually wet. I think this one, I don't know if I should leave it one more day. Maybe I'll water it tomorrow. It was wet. Yeah, it was wet. Maybe I should leave it alone. I don't know. I can give it water tomorrow or in 2 days. Or maybe give it water now. I need to decide. But I am done. Oh, there's two more, but you know what? The time is gone. I'll do that another time. I'm gonna stop here. Alrighty, I am done. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to stop right here and put stuff where they go. And yeah, there's still a lot I need to do around my house. There are plants which I haven't repotted in over 2 years, and I know they need fresh soil. Some I won't be surprised that they are pot bound. They might be thriving and doing well and growing well, and that doesn't mean they wouldn't appreciate fresh soil or a bigger pot. So there's a lot that I still need to do around the house. But I'm glad I was able to attend to these ones I attended to today, especially this Alocasia and this Umbellata and this areca plum. Like I said, this was a full plant, and this is what I'm left with at the end of the day. And I wish I attended to it earlier. And as for this one, I thought I lost it, and I'm glad I haven't. And I was happy to see the roots, that they're still healthy. There's no issues. There's no root rot. I was so happy to see that. So I'm hoping for the best, that it will enjoy this repotting, and I'm getting new growth there in the middle. So I'm super excited for that. And I hope these will pick back up. Obviously, it's droopy because I didn't water it, knowing I'm gonna do this today. And as for this one, I hope, yeah, it will continue to grow for me. Yeah, I'm hoping. I love this plant. My husband got it for me, so yeah. And even this Dracaena. With this Dracaena, there's no issues at all. It's just loving life, honestly speaking. And I'm sure it's going to enjoy a bigger pot and fresh soil. So yeah, that's it. I've got more to do, and we'll definitely do it together with you. But until next time, have yourself a beautiful day. Bye.